Hello again everyone, this is Natsu. In this video, I'm gonna share how I have overcome my fear of speaking English, the fear of making mistakes, and the anxiety of thinking, what if I go blank in the conversation? What if the other person ends up disappointed in me? When you look at me, I'm a Miss Chatty, like ask me questions, let me talk. However, I was not like that before. I thought it would be fun, so I'm gonna show you some bloopers. It's even embarrassing, but I will show you my real English. So over the past 10 years, there have been two major points that changed how I see English. I don't know what your current English level is, to be honest, I don't care, or where you're watching this video from, it doesn't matter. I do hope what I'm gonna share in this video encourages you in some way. So as always, if you have got any questions, comments, please let me know. I would love to hear what you have to say. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, you're more than welcome to as well. Alright, let's get right into it. Okay, I want to kick things off with a bit of tough love, if that's okay. So let me tell you, even if your English improves, it doesn't automatically erase your fear of speaking English. Boom. We often assume that once our English gets better, everything will fall into place. I mean, things will get better. I feel much better now. But what I'm trying to say is your life won't be like full of puppies, kittens, lollies, and all the goodies in life in a second, if that makes sense. And even now, when I have to answer the phone, obviously I have to deal with it in English. I often find myself, my hands shaking like crazy, my heart beating like a tiny machine. Like it's still happening. And I often wonder, like, how long do I have to learn English to get over it? It's been years and years, but still, I get nervous. Fear isn't always about speaking English, but we tend to think like, oh, it's all because of my English skills. The first thing, I told you guys that I'm gonna tell two stories in this video. Now I'm gonna share how I personally stopped being so scared of making mistakes, or like the reason why I feel okay to be vulnerable. So you might not believe this, but when I first moved to Australia, I was so shy and I was not like this at all. But about 6 years ago, I started working in an environment where there was absolutely no Japanese person at all. So at that point, I just had to speak English to survive. So that was the first time that I had to confront it, like my courage or mentality, whatever you call it. And at that time, what I realized was, we can't change our ability, language ability, like in a second or even like in a day. So I started thinking, okay, I have to reflect on myself. Like, why am I feeling this way? Why am I not confident with my English? Even though I apparently can speak English, that's why they hired me. And then I started analyzing myself and I found there were two major factors behind this monster, fear of speaking English in front of people. And number one, I learned English in an environment where making mistake was an embarrassment. And number two, I grew up with someone constantly yelling at me when I made a mistake. I tell you a little bit of my history. So I don't know about your school, but when I think back to my school days, I can still feel the icy cold, atmosphere, the silence of the classroom. When someone was called on to read the textbook, everyone else would listen with like tension, invisible pressure. We would wait to hear how the person would speak English and how they might mess up. And then the moment someone made a mistake, the classroom suddenly like froze, and then you thank God or whatever you believe, it doesn't matter, and then that it was not you, right? And I think that since my school days, I've consciously seen English as something like not to be heard, but something to be judged. Don't you think? It's actually quite funny, like when we see Japanese learners, right? We hear them speaking Japanese and then we go like, wow, your Japanese is amazing, and then we give all the compliments to them. However, we can't have the same attitude towards ourselves. And the funny thing is, sorry, I might sound a bit aggressive there, but we say like, oh, sorry, my English is not that good, but we also expect ourselves to be perfect. We know that we are not perfect, but we kind of believe that we are perfect, like we are supposed to be perfect. Like, it's confusing, isn't it? And then the second factor is it's a little bit awkward to share in my video because my family is watching my videos, and but you know, recently I started opening up my upbringing, and in my defense, how we grow up has a huge impact on us, right? Because that's a small culture we come from. We often define ourselves as you know, Japanese. Okay, I've got a Japanese, you know, Japanese culture in me, but also your family culture must be in you too. Anyhow, when I was a kid, I always had someone who yelled at me when I made a mistake, or when when I couldn't do things right. Like, for example, I spilled a bit of water and there was a yelling like, hey, like, why did you do that? I mean, I didn't mean it, right? And I tried to help with cooking. I wanted to help, right? For example, I couldn't peel an egg well. And then there's a yelling like, hey, you are a useless piece of... And that's how I grew up. Not all the time, but like it happened quite a lot. And then I was feeling tense constantly, but you know, I didn't know how to escape from that. But, you know, I was a dependent child. What I was able to do was like just arm myself mentally and be ready to be yelled at, or other cases like, you know, try not to make a mistake at all. So then I started connecting those dots as an adult at work. When someone explained a process to me, like for example, okay, click this and put an email here and put your password here and all the stuff. And when it's my turn, I mess up completely and I'd press completely different buttons and put wrong emails and passwords, even though I've done that so many times, you know, on my computer. But my fingers like shake and can't do such a thing properly. Crazy things like, you know, I didn't mean it, but those words kind of come out from my mouth. But the funny thing is, when nobody was watching, I can completely handle it. Like when I was practicing by myself, or like when I do it in my room by myself, I can do it. It's a piece of cake. But when there's someone, I don't know, like my brain starts working like backwards. Like it's more than like being blank. And then again, all the dots kind of started connecting. Like the feeling of being watched was similar to the feeling I had as a child, like even like in the classroom too, in the kitchen, in the shops, in the car. I was like, wow, I have felt that before when I was a kid. Like even though I've met so many patient, nice, caring people, but those negative memories like take over my mind completely, and I didn't know how to deal with it. And actually, I was not sure if I should tell this story in this video because some people might get offended. But I'm pretty sure there should be someone who have got the same experience. I mean, similar experience. So let me disclose it. So I've rarely met people who corrected my English in Australia. The people who tried to correct my English were all Japanese people. I mean, I'm Japanese too, but that's the reality. To me, at least. So I've been running this channel and this YouTube channel for like 3 years now. So someone pointed out that my pronunciation of year, like 5 years, 6 years, or like last year, was wrong. And then you might not have noticed, I mean, seen it in the video. But in the last 3 years, like whenever I said the word year, I was sweating. Or one time I couldn't say the word properly, like year, like last year or something like that. I couldn't say it properly, or in my head I felt like I was wrong. So just for one word, I filmed for 2 hours, like 2 hours and 10 minutes just to say that part. But I realized it's not good for my health too. And I also did a bit of research, like how to say it right. So now hopefully I'm saying it right. Now, I mean, 2026, now I can say to the person like, hey, you know, who do you think you are? Now I can say the word, but I'm not going to give you credit for it. I can say that, you know, at the time I was really conscious. And the thing is, I realized speaking English wasn't actually the problem. problem. It was not like saying the word was extremely difficult. It's not like speaking to the camera makes me nervous. Well, not really. I'm used to it. And most importantly, it's not about speaking English itself. It was about me projecting the past in my head over and over, even though the person is not in front of me. I mean, never when I film English or even like when I speak English, usually the person is not there. However, in my head, the person is always there and laughing at me like, hey, you can't speak English properly. So now you can see that the real problem was not English itself, but my imagination, or rather like how I feel and what I think in my head. What's actually scary, or in Japanese we call it like mottainai, right? Whatever you translate it, is like returning to negative memories and missing out so many good things in life. Like for example, you might be talking to the person, but you're not actually seeing that person, if that makes sense. You're always wearing the glasses of like the tint of that person who laughed at your English in the past, and you feel like you're seeing, but you're actually not seeing, if that makes sense. You know, miss out on those beautiful people, like nice people who are happy to listen to your stories and opportunities to express yourself and, you know, making friends and going overseas or trying new career. And there's so many possibilities, but, you know, what you're seeing is often the case, not the reality. It's just in your head. It's what you're thinking in here. So you're not seeing what's actually in front of you, if that makes sense. And now my whole point is, again, a lot of people blame it on their English skills, right? We need to understand ourselves before we just try to fix our English. And if we don't understand where the fear comes from, can you see that now? The fear is not speaking English itself. Like think about it, just saying hello, you know, repeat after me. Hello, good morning. It's not scary at all. But what's actually scary is, imagine you say those words on the stage talking to 200 or 300 people. It's scary, but it's not speaking English itself. It's about speaking in front of people. But why are you so scared of speaking in front of people? There should be a reason. There should be some history, but not many people try to confront it. A lot of people just blame it on English. Oh, because it's English. But you get nervous when you express yourself in Japanese too. So then where is the answer? The answer is not outside. It's in you, and it's only you who can see it. So that's the reason why I often say, like, look, learning English is not about learning a language. It's about learning about you and learning about your life and culture you're in, or like how you grew up. And there are so many things that you can learn from. And I think what you really want, like a lot of people say, I want to be able to speak impeccable English. I mean, I want English skills, but I think nobody says it. But I think what you really want is understanding. And to do that, you need to be the most compassionate person to yourself. You can't be hard on yourself. Like what you went through, what you're going through, you have to be just kind, patient, and understanding. And I don't care if people say like, oh, it's not related to English. I think it is. I repeat again, even if your English improves, it doesn't solve all the problems. And usually those problems are deeper than English. But if you fix them, but if you understand them, English gets better. English gets lifted as well. Believe me, if you ask me like how I have overcome my fear of speaking English, in one sentence, I would say I made peace with myself. I made peace with my English. I accepted everything came along with English, like with humility and compassion. So okay, like I got a little bit aggressive here and I have to talk about the second thing, so I will just finish it for now. Okay, the second thing is, so through running this channel and living in Australia, I'm grateful that I've met so many people who are successful in their careers using English. And one day I met someone who had studied English like far longer than I had. And guess what the person said? They said, English movies are hard. Like I can't understand everything, even with subtitles. And then as soon as I heard that, something like a shield, like in my heart, started to melt because I felt the same, but I couldn't really say it. I think among Japanese English learners, if you've got to the point where you can speak English fluently or you've got work experience, I think it's very hard to admit what we can't do. Like ask those people like, sorry, I'm not trying to offend those people. If you ask them like, hey, can you watch movies without subtitles? Probably they can't say no with confidence, at least like on social media. Can I do the same? Can I admit that too? So I tell you guys, look, I can't understand, especially American movies and TV shows. They are extremely difficult for me. But the thing is, the higher your level becomes, the harder it can be to acknowledge. And another day, I've also met someone, the person has to do all the translation between Japanese and English, and they often don't fully understand what's going on, so they have to put on a smile on their face and they just try to get through it. And I thought, oh, actually professionals don't even understand everything. So I was like, me too. So then I'm really grateful. So seeing advanced speakers openly admit that, it was so liberating. And I thought I want to be the person too. Now I'm going to show you some bloopers. My videos are always smooth and, cut all the mistakes and stuff. But usually to make 10-minute video, I film for like, sometimes I don't even use that video. Like at least I have to film for 30 minutes or so. So I will show you those bloopers. I hope you guys enjoy it. Just scary relating to my boss once asked me, oh yes, sorry, I can't give you sorry. So even from my own show it off. So I love this. I'm loving this bag. I'm loving it. So I've got. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Major changes. Over the past 10 years. And actually, I love this. And I love this moment too, because it was. This is the very first time. And the video I made. And in this video, I'm gonna share. Anyhow, sorry. So you can see that I'm not perfect too. Look, I think it's okay to be vulnerable. Like sometimes when you say sorry, you don't have to say sorry, but like I'm still learning. I'm still working on. And when you admit that you're not perfect, I think, the heavy weight on your shoulders get lifted and you feel much better. And now I feel better because I admit that I'm not perfect, but I kind of like that way. Like I'm not perfect, but there is always like beauty in it. And I hope you guys feel the same too. Thank you for watching this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know by clicking the like button. And if you've got any questions, comments, please let me know. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, you're more than welcome to as well. All right. I will see you in the next video soon, guys.